I think most of us are here because because we're, because we're adult survivors of childhood abuse. Is that true? You show indication, right? With the way we are, because we were abused as kids. That's not true. Well, I am okay. So and then I've been trying to find equanimity, the homeostasis. I want to get married to this girl who um, is. It could be we get married, we uh, could have a harmonious relationship, and then it won't be. I've been talking to people in my church. Look, it's not a sin anymore because we're married together and we both like the same thing, and it could actually work. And I don't have to feel shame or guilt. I don't have to be ostracized, right? If we married to the woman and it's a sincere relationship, it's not any kind of like a arrangement. It's true love, and we're both being fulfilled. Then it's no then it's sustainable, and it's there's nothing wrong about it. It's not a sin anymore. It's not bad. And if I can get that, and then I'm not hiding anything, I'm being all of who I am, and she likes me the way I am, then it's no longer anything wrong with it. I'm not doing nothing wrong anymore. It's nothing to feel guilty. It's not right. So that's what I'm working on. I've been talking to people, and they're the Christians who are the strictest. Like it has to be by the book. It's by the book, okay? Everything's by the book. There's nothing in it, and they're making sure of it. And then I would be happy finally, and I'll have everything I want. Uh, have your cake and eat it too, right? And it's no longer an addiction if it's being fulfilled sustainably, and the woman who's fulfilling you, she wants it. Yeah. So my experience has been like no matter where I've gone, they say, what dude, what you sharing about, this ain't the time and place for it. And then so I my dream was to provide the time and place for everyone who wants to talk about the stuff I want to talk about, to have that they can, this is the time and place. I would want call it that. This is the time and place you can share about it, because I'm it's my meeting. I'm providing for you that, and I ain't gonna tell you. It's just Bible study. That hey, we're here for the word of God. Don't give us that crap you're talking about. So I mean, but they're the only ones. There's some things therapists won't help. Social work, the only people would help is like Bible people. But then they're so strict about this stuff that they chastise you and make you feel guilt and shame, which is what I feel like, that wasn't Jesus' message. Jesus just said, love one another. He didn't say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that because you're bad, because you sin for undeserving sin. And you know, it's ironic. The only people who there for that, that's the way they they do that. It's not to, making people feel guilty. I feel to have, control the masses and dominate them. And so and then that's been my dispute with the church, and I've been ostracized because of that. Even though that's the only place I find like they support me. It's weird. I don't know. So uh, I really appreciate, like, I'm you guys aren't kicking me out yet for the stuff I said so far. So I'm glad maybe here. I was in men's prayer group, but they were discussing the most, but they're allowed to because it's just men's group, and they would. I was in that for 5 years, but they kicked me out, and I felt abandoned. because that was my family. They would all, get together, put their hands on you and pray for you. But they abandoned me, because I was talking like this, and you know, I realize I'm different, and the price for being different is being ostracized. And I love who I am. I don't want to be the same as everyone else. I want to be who I am. I love myself the way I am. That's the price I realize I pay for being who I am. And then so I'm okay with it, I think, most of the time. I don't see a signal saying my time's up. And that's the thing about me. I would go on and on. If I'm hyperverbal. That's my condition. If I had a radio talk show, I would talk the whole day. It wouldn't stop. And so that's how I deal with it. I talk honestly and accurately everything that's going on. I don't keep any dark secrets. I speak publicly all the time, report all this stuff. That's why I have no compulsion for any chemical. I don't drink, I don't smoke weed, I don't take medication, I don't take any over-the-counter, under-the-counter, nothing. I don't have any desire for it. I don't need to, because I don't keep anything inside. I speak everything the moment it comes up. And I think that's why people get sick. They need stuff to distract themselves from themselves. I never do that. And so I'm there, and if anyone wants to share their dark secrets, I share mine publicly all the time. So, Go ahead. I'm an advocate for all people who are different like me. And I've been working with like special needs people. I've been caregiver, and then their issues, like, they're different, and they have something to contribute to society, but they're kicked out because of behaviors they have that are socially unacceptable. And then what I do is I see the preciousness they have to offer because they're different, and then I teach them. I myself learn how I can stay true to who I am and yet stay within the bounds, the parameters of socially acceptable behavior, so that I don't offend people or I don't get kicked out. So everybody in the world can participate if they learn how to abide by the rules and still be true to them. Each individual has to figure that out for themselves.
My behavior is different.
Okay, and I can tell you, I've never wanted penetration. Is that okay to say? Because of the way, so my brother died when I was 12. I never wanted kids. And maybe for that reason, I've never wanted intercourse. So technically, like at the church, they say, it's sinful to have sex. Well, it's not sex technically if it's not penetration. And then they say, but it is. And then so if I may say what it is, I'm submissive because my mom was abusive. And it's not, I don't think it's bad. It's just different what I crave. It's okay to say it. I ask women to sit on me. And then so like this girl, I'll be honest with you, this girl, so I've been going to massage ever since I started going to massage, because when I was going to therapy, I asked my therapist to sit on me. I said, Zeke, you can't do that. I'll lose my license if I sit on you. Because so I would go to massage, at the massage place, they'll sit on you. And they'll talk to you even better than a therapist, because they don't have you can talk about stuff you can't talk about with the therapist, right? And then so this is the girl that I've fallen in love with. She loves
what we do together, and then she's it's not she's not being forced to do it. She loves making me happy, and she does it, and it's true love. At the church, they say, "Are you sure you're not making her do it?" I said, "Yeah, I'm sure. She loves doing it. We've been talking about getting married for. I've been going to that same massage place for like 7 years, and they know me, they trust me. It's not. He's the people tell me, look, massage girls, they'll make you think like they love you, but they're just there to it's a money funnel. But that's true. But then this particular girl, if you've known her for years, and it is sincere. You think it would think it's unlikely, and then so if she loves it, if it is indeed sincere, she does want it like I do, and the owner of the place is okay with it, and then so then we us getting married, it's weird, right? But it if it's actual love and I would be fulfilled, she loves it, I love it, we love each other, then it could actually work out, and I'm getting what I need, right? And then, like I said, then it's no longer sinful because we're married together. They can't say, "Oh, you having sex with a girl, you're living with a girl, you're not married to her." We got to be married together. And then why does it? But can I ever have what I want and then not be a sin or something shameful or guilt? I'm gonna be married, just a book, and then it's different, but we're doing it by the books. Yeah, I actually went to a sex addiction therapist, and he evaluated me. But this was years ago. He said he asked me what I do, and he said, "Zeke, you're a fantasy addict. There's a distinction because you're not what you're doing isn't that, and then acting out is if is something you're doing that's causing a problem. That's what makes it acting out. If it's right, that's at the point that it's causing a problem to get you fired from a job or your wife leaves you, then that's acting out, right? You know, if I may say, I've had it when like real women with the head on straight, who don't have trauma, who like educated, they approach me, and then I run away because I'm scared of having real relationship. Do you understand? Who's a real girl wants a real relationship, then she's coming to me. Then it scares me away because I've never had that. I would like to be able to have that, not be scared of it, because I don't know what that's like. I'm actually still a virgin. If you think of a real relationship, losing your virginity, I've never had one. I've been scared of having one. That's why I go to massage place instead, because I've never really had the courage to have the real thing, the real love. So first time years ago, the psychiatrist, I showed him picture of two girls who were living with me in my house, and he goes, "Zeke, you could have 100 women living with you, it still wouldn't be enough." He says, "You didn't have, when you were a kid, you didn't get the right kind of love from your mom, and you're still that kid looking for that love from the mother that you never got. You're looking for a woman to love you the way a good mother should." And then so yeah, that's the hole inside of you that's got to be you looking to fill, and that's why you behave in this way. And then so that's like, like the Beauty and the Beast. The moment the beast finds true love, then that thing is lifted. Then he's not a beast anymore. Do you understand? That's been my fantasy, like to have a convent of nuns and go work there as a janitor. Like the weird fantasy fetishes I've had all my life, like to be in that movie Beguiled with Nicole Kidman, that Confederate soldier gets caught by this house full of women in this like a private school of women. That's kind of been my fantasy. So because of the way what I've been through, and I love who I am. You know what I've been through. It's been the most painful thing, but it's who I am, and I love who I am. I love being who I am because I'm different. And that dichotomy is the most painful thing I've been through, but I feel my story is the greatest story ever told. The end, I know it's the weirdest thing that the two polar opposites in the same thing. That's why I love it. So just that I got the opportunity to tell you that means a lot to me. I want people to hear my story, and you being there for me to listen to that means a lot to me. I'm one of a kind. When God made me, He broke the mold. I've been told, Zeke, you're a piece of work. That's like, you're one of a kind. You too much about the cheating. There's a way around that I wanted. With in previous relationship, if there's another woman that I want to be with, and the girlfriend also likes that other woman, and then the issue was, if she's okay with that other woman living with us, if she's okay with it herself, and she's consenting, it's her own friend, and they do love each other, then it's no longer cheating, because if she's approving, if your wife, your girlfriend is approving of the other woman being in a relationship with you, then it's no longer cheating. And then she wasn't. But then if you find a woman who will be okay with the other woman joining in, and you're all consenting, you all actually want it the way it is, then it's no longer acting out. Right? Then that's what I wanted. If you find the person who wants exactly the same thing you want, it's not a violation to either one of them. They want exactly what you want, and you're all in this partnership together, then that makes it not sinful. Or even if some do, and then why do you need other people's approval? If all three of you agree to it, you all want the same thing, then you can have what you want, and it's no longer a violation or sinful, because all three of you want it. Does that sound reasonable? I mean, I know I'm not. I don't need validation from you, but just right. Do you understand what I'm saying? But if